Welcome to TechGen, where we explore the latest technology, innovative gadgets, and smart buying guides to help you make informed tech decisions. If you're using a Mac for video editing, photography, graphic design, or professional content creation, the monitor you choose can make a huge difference. So, is the ASUS ProArt PA279CRV 27-inch 4K professional monitor worth your money? How much do features like Calman Verification, Delta E under 2, 99% DCI-P3, 99% Adobe RGB, and 96-watt USB-C power delivery actually matter in everyday creative work? I've added a link below where you can check the latest price, current offers, and availability. The ASUS ProArt PA279CRV is a 27-inch 4K UHD IPS professional monitor designed primarily for creators, including video editors, photographers, designers, and Mac users. It delivers a 3840 by 2160 resolution, which works out to approximately 163 pixels per inch. That high pixel density is one of its biggest practical advantages. Text looks exceptionally sharp, fine details and photographs are easier to inspect, and a 4K editing timeline can display considerably more information than a full HD monitor. For video editing, photography, and graphic design, however, resolution is only part of the story. Color accuracy is where the PA279CRV really focuses its attention. ASUS rates the display at 99% DCI-P3, 99% Adobe RGB, and 100% sRGB coverage. These are professional color spaces used across different creative workflows. DCI-P3 is particularly relevant for modern video production, while Adobe RGB is widely used in photography and print-oriented workflows. Having broad coverage means the monitor can display a much larger portion of these color spaces rather than being limited to a basic sRGB range. The monitor is also Calman verified and factory pre-calibrated to Delta E below 2. In simple terms, Delta E measures the difference between a displayed color and its intended reference color. A lower number means the displayed color is closer to the target. For a photographer or video editor, that can mean greater confidence that the colors you're adjusting on screen are much closer to the colors you're actually trying to create. If you're enjoying this review so far, consider giving the video a quick like. It really helps support the channel. The PA279CRV also uses a 10-bit display system capable of showing more than 1.07 billion colors, helping produce smoother color transitions. This becomes useful when you're working with gradients in skies, skin tones, shadows, or cinematic color grades. Instead of seeing abrupt changes between similar shades, a higher color depth gives your editing software more tonal information to work with. The IPS panel provides 178-degree horizontal and vertical viewing angles, so colors remain consistent when you're looking at the monitor from different positions. That's especially useful if you're collaborating with someone sitting beside you or reviewing a project with a client. The display supports HDR10 and VESA DisplayHDR 400, with a typical brightness rating of 350 nits and up to 400 nits in HDR. For HDR video work, that provides compatibility with HDR workflows, while the wide color gamut gives the monitor a strong foundation for modern content creation. The PA279CRV isn't designed as a high refresh rate gaming monitor. It runs at a maximum 60 Hz refresh rate, which is perfectly appropriate for editing, photography, design, office productivity, and most creative workflows. One of the most useful features for Mac users is the USB-C connection with 96-watt power delivery. With a compatible MacBook, a single USB-C cable can carry the display signal while simultaneously providing up to 96 watts of power to charge the laptop. That can dramatically simplify your desk setup. Instead of connecting a separate display cable, charger, and multiple accessories, one cable can handle much of the connection between your MacBook and monitor. The monitor also includes a built-in USB hub with 3 USB-A ports and 1 USB-C port, allowing you to connect peripherals such as storage drives, keyboards, mice, card readers, or other accessories. For multi-monitor setups, the PA279CRV supports DisplayPort 1.4 daisy chaining. This allows compatible monitors to be connected together, rather than requiring every display to run directly from the computer. So if you're building a dual-monitor editing workstation, the daisy chain capability can help keep the cable layout cleaner. The stand is another important part of the design. You get up to 130 mm of height adjustment, along with tilt, swivel, and pivot functionality. The pivot function allows the display to rotate into portrait orientation, which can be particularly useful for photographers, programmers, document work, or editing vertical video. The monitor also includes PIP and PBP modes, allowing you to display multiple sources on the screen simultaneously. ASUS includes several ProArt color presets, including sRGB, Adobe RGB, DCI-P3, Rec.709, Rec.2020, DICOM, and HDR modes. This gives creators a convenient way to switch between different color space workflows without manually rebuilding their display settings. Compared with a typical consumer 4K monitor, the PA279CRV places much greater emphasis on color accuracy and professional connectivity. And compared with many Mac-focused displays, its 96W USB-C power delivery, broad color gamut, ergonomic stand, and daisy chain support make it particularly versatile for a creative workstation. For creators searching for an ASUS ProArt PA279CRV review, best 4K monitor for Mac, professional photo editing monitor, 4K video editing monitor, Calman verified monitor, Delta E under 2 monitor, 99% DCI-P3 monitor, or Adobe RGB monitor, the PA279CRV is definitely worth considering. With its 27-inch 4K IPS display, 3840 by 2160 resolution, 163 ppi, 99% DCI-P3, 99% Adobe RGB, 100% sRGB, Delta E below 2, Calman verification, 10-bit color, HDR10, 96W USB-C power delivery, DisplayPort daisy chaining, and ergonomic stand, ASUS has built a monitor specifically around the needs of professional creators. Whether you're editing YouTube videos, grading footage, retouching photographs, designing graphics, working on a MacBook, or building a multi-monitor studio, the ASUS ProArt PA279CRV provides the color accuracy, resolution, and connectivity needed for a serious creative workflow. Thanks for watching TechGen. If you found this review helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tech reviews, comparisons, and buying guides. See you in the next video.